Welcome back to the Electrician's Tool channel. Today we're going to talk about my TES 2700 auto ranging multimeter. I was digging through my pile and I ran across this meter. This is an old meter, old school meter. I've had it for quite some time. And just by looking at a quick look at this meter, you will think it probably was like it's built on a model of one of the old flukes. I don't know the model number of that fluke, but I can see it in my mind. But it's built on that order of one of those old flukes. So I just want to pull it out. Nothing else. Just give a little review on it. That's all. Make it a blast from the past. And so anyway, this is a auto ranging multimeter by TES, model 2700. It doesn't have a backlight or anything. So I'm gonna read off some of the specs that it does have. It's not like none of the other multimeters, like up-to-date multimeters, but I think it'll do a job around the house. I wouldn't trust it on anything but that. But anyway, they have volts DC, they have volts AC, they have ohms, they have continuity, they have diode, they have microamps AC/DC, milliamps AC/DC, and 20 amp measurement. Now, this 20 amp measurement is not continuous. It's only for 30 seconds. Most meters, I don't know if this one does, most of them have like a 10 amp measurement, a limit for continuous measuring, and a 20 amp like for 30 seconds, something like that. But this one is probably that, but I know it says right here that is for 20 amp for 30 seconds. And also, this is has a Cat 2 rating for 600 volts. And it has, let me see, have a range button here, hold button here, and that's about it. They have a tilting bell right here in the back, and it's okay. How do it feel? It feels kind of hollow. It doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel well as a fluke, like well built like a fluke. This tilting bell is more here for decoration. Because I'm thinking if it was a fall, well, it's not even touching the ground. I know you can't see it with the camera, but maybe you can see from here. If it depends on how it hits, it may survive the fall outside, but I think internally, I think you'll shake something loose. There's not much of a tilting. I mean, not much of protection, but it's better than nothing. Because if this right here was to hit the ground, it'll be totally cracked open, destroyed, and everything else. So, with that being said, these are I have the test leads that come with it, but they were so outdated and being old, and they wouldn't give a true test. So I pulled out my fused test leads and probe by Reed Instruments. Reed is REED Instruments, and these are fused test leads and probes. I took these out so I can use with this, and because I'm planning on putting this through a few tests, So also, let me see what else I want to tell you. It takes two AAA batteries. It has a 0.5 amp fuse up to 200 volts, 250 volts. I'm sorry, 20 amp fuse up to 380 volts. Okay, and I bet you this thing was made in China. It doesn't say, but I bet it was made in China somewhere, Taiwan. But anyway, this is the test, and we're gonna, I'm gonna send it through a few tests right now, and just see how well it does. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect it to a 120 volt source, and we'll just see. I don't know why it does that. I don't know if it's checking itself or just bad. Normally it does that and then it just stops. Like I said, it was an old meter. So I guess I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to see what it does. It's okay. Even with that being said and what you just saw, that's why it's so very important that whenever you out and you have to buy test instrument, and in this field that we're in electrical, you can't be buying no cheap stuff. You just can't, because your life is on the line. Now, I just saw what it was doing just now, and I wouldn't want to use this meter on nothing other than just something low voltage around the house. Something, you know, I going in the field trying to test a panel. No, I wouldn't use this for that. But anyway, let's do this check with the 120 volt source, and we'll see just what happens. See how accurate it is, and let's see this right now. 118, and that's AC voltage. I have that connected to the mains with an extension cord here. 118 volts. Okay. Let's see if the hold button works. Yeah, the hold button works. Okay, so let's take this apart, and we're gonna do a DC test. This is my fluke proving units for you guys who just now first time viewing the channel. This is a fluke proving unit, and what this does, just like I just tested the mains for 120 volts, this is the same thing, but this is not connected to the main. This generates its own power source, AC or DC. 240 volts here. It puts out, and you test. It's an instrument for testing your test instruments to see just how in spec or out of spec specifications your test instruments may be, if it needs calibrating or what. So we're gonna put it on DC, and we're gonna see just how far that we're out of spec. So it's in a DC mode, and we're gonna see. Okay, here we go. 238.8. I think that's a pretty good reading. All right. Okay. I tell you what, let's do the AC as also and see what it does. It's in AC mode. Let's see if it give us 240 AC. 258. That ain't right. Let's try that again. 258. That means it's like 19 or 20 points over. That can't be right. I don't know why it's doing that. Like I just said, it's an old meter. But when I plugged it into the 120 volt source, it gave me an accurate reading. When I put it on DC mode with this thing, it gave me an accurate reading. When I put it on AC, it gave me 260, 259, 60 volts AC. So this fluke proving unit, I know it's okay because I bought it. It was calibrated, and I've tested it several times. I know it's okay. The problem got to be with this, but we're gonna move on with our testing. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna give it a test with this my decade box right here, and we're gonna see just how accurate it may be. Let's put it on ohms, and we're going to try. We're going to do some testing with this. Okay. Let's try 4,000 kilo ohms, and let's just see what it says, what it does. Okay. 4,000. Let's do 20,000 kilo ohms. Okay. That's right. Let's do 100,000. It's accurate with that. Let's do 300K. 302. Okay with that. I'll tell you what, let's see if it'll add. It'll be 10, 20, which will be 30. Another 30 would be 60. And plus 40, that'll be 100. So let's do 10, 20, 30, 40. She gives us 100. Well, 99.9, 100. It's showing to be accurate. I don't know why it did what it did when I was testing with the proving unit at 240 volts. It jumped to 260. But it gave me a perfect reading when I tested a 120 volt source AC. I don't know, but anyway, everything seemed to be working pretty good with this. Okay. Okay, let's do 20. plus 3, which is 23, plus 40, should be 43, 60, yeah, it was 60, that's it, 63, 60.9. See, I don't know, it's something internally that's going wrong where, I don't know, maybe it's some kind of resistor diode in there, memory, why we can't test that 240 volts. Maybe don't go above that, something internally. But other than that, the meter looks well, even when you've been exposed to something like been using Flukes and some other top name brand meters, and you come back to this. If you feel this today, back then, I guess when it first came out, this probably was a high-tech meter, probably one of the best, that was out there. But right now, I'm so used to feeling, holding like Flukes and things like that in my hand, and I'm holding this in my hand. This feel real hollow. It's not the worst hollow feel because I felt something that feel worse than this before, but this is, it does feel, cheap compared to the Fluke. And I don't know if TES is still around. I've seen something by TES. I don't know how old that it was, but fairly recently I saw something on eBay by this company TES. But what I was looking, I can't remember. It was some kind of test instrument. I don't know how the instrument didn't look too old, But anyway, I don't see anything about TES too much more hanging around. I mean, on YouTube or on eBay. But anyway, fellas, I just wanted to pull this thing out just for giggles and laughs and just do a review on it because I ran across it in my stash. So with that being said, fellas, I'd like for y'all to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell that you will be able to receive notifications of my next video. And, I'd like to hit the like button also. Leave a comment, share it, you leave a comment. I love to talk with you guys. I'm an electrician by trade. And, if y'all electrician are, good. If you're inspiring to be an electrician, that's also good. Drop me a line. And I'll try my best to get right back to you. And with that being said, fellas, I want to thank you for stopping by and tell you guys peace out and y'all be safe. All right.